When someone tells you who they are, believe them. When someone says they're an asshole and they identify with that, take their word for it. But it's strange how people choose to identify as I'm just a douche, I'm just a douchebag, I'm an asshole, rather than seeing an issue with it or trying to change it. I've been that way in the past. A little bit of identifying with it, but mostly just being one. I've thought about why. And it's interesting how when you just take a 20-minute walk and you focus on a subject and you ask yourself a bunch of questions about it, you can get pretty far. It's a defense mechanism. I was bullied a lot, and I don't want to sound like a bitch saying I was bullied a lot, so I say, well, it was justified. I was a nerd, I was scrawny, I was, the weird kid, and all those things are true, and I was an easy target, but that just doesn't change the fact that I was bullied a lot. I think that combined with, coming into high school and seeing that asshole attitude being rewarded, in the short term at least, and thinking, well, shit, if it works for them, maybe it'll work for me. And it does. It works really well in the short term. And it can become such a habit, such a automatic reaction for you, that you go years and years being that way before you realize that in the long term it's not beneficial. And now it's hard to change. So it's a defense mechanism, but it's also I'm going to get you before you can get me. I think there's a lot of that to there as well. But even someone who says I'm an asshole, and they are one, they're not an asshole to everybody. There's people with exemptions, people they think are cool or they admire who get a pass. I'm just doing circles in my apartment car wash because it's illuminated. I probably look like a psycho out here. I'm getting used to it. So it's just people that they think deserve their wrath. It's not everyone. Some interesting stuff. I've felt some of my intensity starting to drop recently. And part of me doesn't like that. 'Cause I like that shit! But it's not something I'm doing intentionally. I'm just following a fucking road of life, and this is where it's taken me. Well, I'm gonna go back home, finish my walk, make dinner, go to sleep. Till Tuesday. I want to add one more thing to the I'm going to get you before you get me. Feeling shunned and feeling like an outcast or made fun of, I think it's an idea of, if I'm going to be this way, I'm going to do it on my own terms. And I'm going to outcast myself and behave in a way that, if you don't like me, I expect you to not like me anyways, but at least I'm going to do it in a way that I benefit from, and I feel pleasure, and I feel like I'm in control of the situation and of other people's feelings about me. because me trying to make people like me doesn't work. So I'll try to make them not like me, and that will work.